Here's more wrestling news for March 23rd, 2023, and we're starting off with Mercedes Mone, and it was within days of her walking out of WWE that fans speculated that she would soon sign with AEW, which, as we all know, ultimately did not happen. Instead, Mone fulfilled a life dream to compete in Japan as part of New Japan Pro Wrestling, but could the former Sasha Banks be all elite in 2023? Well, we know that AEW and New Japan will team up later this year for Forbidden Door 2, and while speaking to Adrian Hernandez, Tony Khan all but guaranteed her involvement. Khan said that it was encouraging to hear Mone speak in interviews about wanting to compete at Forbidden Door 2, and said that any promotion, including AEW, will be fortunate to work with her. The AEW president added that Mone is certainly one of the top stars in New Japan and will be part of a very interesting situation going into Forbidden Door. Mercedes Mone calls herself the CEO of the New Japan Pro Wrestling Women's Division, so it makes sense that she'd face the top women in AEW, and who are you hoping to see face Mercedes at Forbidden Door 2 this June? WrestleMania news now, as Trish Stratus will team with WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Becky Lynch and Lita to face Damage Control in the Canadians' first match in over 3 years. Since retiring for the first time in 2006, Stratus has kept herself in phenomenal shape, as we've seen in her matches, and there's plenty of fans hoping for more Stratusfaction. When asked by Shaq Wrestling if there's more matches left in the tank after WrestleMania, Stratus spoke about her return to WWE, saying, "I mean, for now, let's get to WrestleMania and see what's gonna happen. It's a big, departure. I'm judging for Canada's Got Talent, as you know. My businesses and my babies, it's only been a couple of weeks on the road, and I'm like, whew, yeah, okay. It's quite the balance. I got childcare in place, so there's all these things to consider. I have to go train at nighttime. When I put my kids to bed, I go train from 9 till midnight, so it's all these things to consider. It's definitely not a full-time job. I can't do this as a full-time job right now because there's other jobs as well, but I mean, let's get to WrestleMania and see what happens." Stratus's return to the ring next weekend is a one-off, at least for now, as it's been reported that a match between herself and Becky Lynch is planned for SummerSlam this August. That match will see Stratus turn heel beforehand, and twists and turns have been promised by sources in WWE, as it appears WrestleMania will not be the end of the road for the 7-time Women's Champion. Since 2020, Roman Reigns and his faction, the Bloodline, have dominated WWE, but the people we see on TV each week are just part of a much bigger family. The NYE Bloodline includes the likes of The Rock, Rikishi, Yokozuna, the Wild Samoans, and many other stars of the past, but is this the greatest bloodline in entertainment? Well, according to Mercedes Mone, the answer is no, as during an appearance at Planet Comic Con, the IWGP Women's Champion says that she has the greatest bloodline in entertainment. Of course, Mone is referring to her cousin, legendary rapper Snoop Dogg, and the two worked together numerous times during the wrestler's tenure in WWE. Mone said that being related to Snoop is the greatest feeling, and she sometimes can't believe it's even real, and added that Snoop is an icon in music alongside the likes of Prince and Michael Jackson. While Mone has plenty of accolades to her name, she admitted that she can only dream of reaching the success of her cousin, who is truly an icon in his field of entertainment. Earlier this week, Alexa Bliss took to Instagram to share a warning about the overuse of tanning beds and revealed that she recently underwent a procedure on her skin. In a follow-up tweet, the first woman to hold the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships said that she will have a fast recovery time and has revealed more about her procedure. When a fan asked if Bliss noticed any marks or spots on her face, the goddess of WWE said she did and added, "There was a spot on my face, yes, that had gotten worse. So went to get biopsy, was basal cell carcinoma. During my procedure, doc also found other squamous cells. Was a fast and easy procedure, glad I always get my skin checked." Prior to her arrival in WWE, Bliss competed in modeling and fitness competitions and has spoken in the past about the use of tanning beds to improve her look for events. It's great that Bliss was able to get her skin sorted before it was too late, but many aren't so fortunate, and let this be a lesson to everyone about using tanning beds in moderation. Now, celebrity involvement in wrestling is nothing new, and while we've seen Logan Paul wow fans with his skills in the ring, WWE recently nearly brought in another star from the world of YouTube. Speaking on the Impulsive podcast, popular YouTuber Lele Pons revealed that WWE offered her a lucrative deal to join WWE, and her husband added that it was a $20 million offer. Pons explained that she declined the offer because she did not feel she was mentally prepared to be part of WWE, and while she's happy to support Paul, Pons has no plans at this time to step into the ring herself. Later this month, Rey Mysterio will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, making him the latest on a very short list of active superstars to receive the nod. The first active wrestler to be inducted was Ric Flair in 2008, who lost his retirement match the night after his induction to Shawn Michaels, and it turns out Rey almost did the same. WrestleVotes reports via Give Me Sport that Mysterio discussed retiring from wrestling with Triple H at WrestleMania 39, but the game was able to talk him out of the idea. While the report didn't confirm what match Rey wanted to be his last match, it's highly likely that the former world champion will be facing his son Dominic next weekend. WWE is yet to make the match official, with Rey repeatedly refusing to face the Judgment Day member, but many believe that Dominic will cross the line at his father's induction and force him to accept the match. Rey Mysterio won't be retiring at WrestleMania, but he will likely be giving an impressive performance, one of many we've seen by the future Hall of Famer. Over to NXT, and Cora Jade hasn't appeared for the Gold brand since January, when she did not go through with her match against Lyra Valkyria. There's been no reports on what's happening with Jade, who many consider to be a top star of the women's division one day, but now fans will be hearing even less from her. This week, Jade completely removed her Twitter profile, which comes after she blacked out her profile on Twitter and Instagram back in January, and who knows when we'll see Cora Jade next on TV. And we're ending today with Bad Bunny, who will be the host of WWE Backlash in May, which will take place in Puerto Rico. As we've seen in the past, Bad Bunny is no stranger to stepping in the ring himself, and one superstar is ready to team with the Grammy Award-winning rapper. In a tweet, Charlotte Flair said if Bad Bunny ever needs a tag partner, he knows where she is, and a tag match could indeed be in the works. After all, WrestleMania 39 will see Flair face Rhea Ripley, and Ripley's Judgment Day ally Damian Priest is, like Bad Bunny, of Puerto Rican descent, and knows all about working with the artist. Bad Bunny knows all about getting into the ring, and many expect him to do just that as the host of Backlash. And is this mixed tag match something you want to see in Puerto Rico?